Alright. Just checking in. I'm gonna do these random uh pop-ups. Just kind of like a visiting. Not really necessarily like a long live. Uh I'll be going back live shortly. Um I'm just in the middle of things and trying to balance my life. Try to transition myself out of the shelter, but it's hard and it's a process. And I'm just having faith, having guidance. So these will be like random pop-ups updates, not necessarily looking for anybody to join online on the first couple of rounds. But if you happen to come across this, this is just updates. For those who know me for a long time and know that I'm homeless, living in the shelter, trying to transition out of the shelter as we speak. But it's it's not an easy process. Once I get started, hello, welcome in. How are you? Um, once I get started, I'm good. Once I get started, I don't know how to stop. So I'm in the process of that. So that's why it takes me a certain amount of days to get back on YouTube, spending some knowledge and trying to focus on my real reality for the moment, this avatar body. But I do got some stories to tell you guys. There's a new ancestral story that I'm getting ready to write and work on so that it can be presentable to y'all when it comes. So stay tuned. It's right now I got like 5 stories, but I'm only gonna spit out 3 at a time. I got more than that, but as I can count up to date, like the downloads I have for this story, multiple stories. It's not just fairy tale. Hi, welcome on in, Abby. Um, I'm from the United States, Georgia. Well, from Mississippi, raised in Georgia, and I moved to New York at the age of 20. 20. mm, I'm 30 now, so I've been here for 2 years now, going on 3, and I'm trying to transition myself out of the shelter. Um, Allah, indeed, praise to Allah. But I'm gonna see you as well. But I'm just here to make updates, what's going on, tell you guys where I'm at in life. So yeah, everything is settled. It's like a pre-simulation of what's to come for me, and I think with these new visions that I have of our ancestors, uh, will be great to tell what's happening with me in this current reality, especially what happened to them in the past, in the present, and in the future now. And I'm experiencing a lot of things, like a lot of new things, like spiritually, and it's an eye opening for sure. But I gotta find time to come up here. So I think Friday, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot on Friday. If it goes well, I'll keep it up there. If not, I'll skip it for another day and just wait patiently. But yeah, I guess Friday I'll just give a summary or something, maybe, because that's what I'm seeing online now. Like, I see myself somewhere outside just doing these lives. Welcome in. How are you? So, I'm doing a lot of visual. Now it's just time to take action for these lives to come in. And hopefully I'll attract a lot of people. And that's what I'm looking for, is what I see. So, um, and then, like Friday, you guys are gonna get a full breakdown of who and what I am and how I see things and the vision I'm having. It's gonna crazy. But as far as I can tell, everybody's timeline right now is kind of like equaling up to its vision. Not full potential, but to a capacity of where you're able to just step on over. Yeah, you're halfway in. Like if you have a door open in your vision, in your timeline, use a frequency that got you there in the first place. Hello, welcome. But yeah, it's it's all a matter of time. So tomorrow I'm gonna explain uh why it's happening the way you are seeing it. Like, is it due to your trauma or is it due to your own decision making or the trauma decision making? Because like that's what I'm experiencing right now. I'm basically in an old memory of my 14-year-old self, like from previous lifetime before this, wanting to become what she wants to become now at this age. But like, there's multiple versions of me that want to be altered into different realities format, not just in one state. So I'm gonna tell you how's that going tomorrow because quantum physics is not an easy subject to study in real life or in spiritual form because there's it's a balance, it's an order. It's like from the natural cycle of life and then the spiritual cycle of life. And you can kind of say the natural and the spiritual are equal, yes, in the same source. But okay, say if nature is in the body, you are also in the body, operating on two different frequencies or the same source from the same source. And it's like you trying to pick part of all versions of you from all timelines with that same energy, with different energy from the same source. And each one of you is experiencing something totally different, and you're trying to become one. That's me. That's what I'm trying to do. And have I had a successful breakthrough yet? Um, that's what I'm gonna talk about tomorrow, more in details, like why is path A going this way, or why is path B going the opposite way? Is it by your design of your order of choice of your nature, meaning Mother Nature is in the body too? She's just more in eternal existent body than your body. Because although your body can die, she can still regenerate into air again. We can too, but with our consciousness, it just takes us a minute to download again or um, be regenerated. So, like when me transitioning out of the shelter, it's the same way how my ancestors transition themselves out of the plantation, out of slavery, if you want to put it that way. I'm gonna put it that way. You don't have to put it that deep, but that's how deep I'm looking at my life. Like almost like that. It just is in a different system. or same design, different system. Except one ancestor get to wear like name brand clothes, the other one didn't. And now there's a form of, which is you, having all ancestors from all timelines and everything. And I'm exactly at that stage right now. Literally. Like, I'm not lost. I stopped floating in space a long time ago. I stopped visualizing myself floating in space a long time ago. Once I saw the door, I went for it. No matter how many doors they created for me to go in, I knew the exit. But then there was a conscious version of me. Yes, I'm talking to you. There was a conscious version of me wanting to be stuck there, like how Max did in um, Vecna mind. In this case, in our mind, is someone in like a Vecna, in like a vacuum, in the abyss. Well, not really the abyss. The abyss is outside of Vecna. Vecna just took part of the abyss power with him when it created him. He was willing to accept it. So this is where I'm also at too, is trying to accept my energy, who and what I am. Like, I know who I am. Yes, I know. You need to turn up your mic. You need to turn up your phone too. Sorry. But I know who and what I am. Trust me, I do. I really- There's we already know there's not gonna be a perfect moment to jump in a perfect timeline of the future that we see ourselves. So the thing is, like, the spirit part of me that is human is questioning everything that the spirit knows about its own ability. But the human side of me is coming to a conclusion that this is real. This is what we've been doing. It wasn't an accident to discover this type of knowledge. You know, it really wasn't an accident to be woken. It was designed for me to be woken, just like how you're designed to be woken. So yeah, everything has its own cause and effect of everything. As above, so below, but it's below to above. Trust me, you'll start to understand why it's that way. Um, uh, things are constantly changing. Like, literally changing. I'm changing. The uh, energy around me changes when I'm in a space, especially when it's chaotic. And I begin to think of, once I'm in that space of the chaos, I can control the value of it. Like, I can speak positive into a situation and have somebody out of the group think positive more than the other, and then the atmosphere changes degree of matter. What really matters. I'm getting, I'm not getting used to it, but I'm getting more aware of it. Not more than just once. More than just once. More than just a thing. I get movies now. I get a whole video. I get a whole 20-minute video, or sometimes an hour video, depending on how much time this current body has to see it and to witness it. And then For those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm clairvoyant. So those that be coming to me, or if on this page, or watch my video, you are clairvoyant too. You see what you see. I'm just expressing my own journey. So I'll see you tomorrow for first step. I don't know tomorrow. Maybe it depends. Maybe in the morning or in the afternoon or in the night. I really, I don't know. Y'all are more active in the morning, so I mean, right? Active, yeah, consciously and physically. Like when you give me feedback, I'm taking the energy as it is, seeing into your. The moment you say hi, the moment you ask something, I can see it. You just gotta wait for me to regenerate in what I see. But yeah, like I said, I'll be up here shortly. Hopefully tomorrow. Okay, check this out. But yeah, these are just updates. I'll see you shortly. Bye.